Thank you, Holy Spirit. Hi, guys. This is True Vine, your prophetess, Catherine's. How are you all today? So today I'm bringing you another prophetic verse that the Lord have given me. And we are going to take a look at Genesis 25. But first, I would like to talk about this is personal, regarding to my personal topic, the covenant that these two boys have made. Because I am also born with this very Abrahamic covenant, it is my inheritance. How did I know, you may ask? Because the Lord have told me. It is the very reason that I have gone into birth this new ministry of the prophetic work for the kingdom. So it is something that He told me. I know I was born with this ability since birth, but it was last year that the Lord have suddenly called me in. He called me to give up my full-time work and to work for Him as a preacher/teacher. It was a shock for me at first also, because it was something really a huge eye-opener. It was something new to me. And really what I'm doing here is just really, it is an obedience call from the Holy Spirit. So guys, your genetics, as you know it, God can literally shock you when He does call you into, for you to know your true identity, and one that He only knows. Now, God can tell you a lot of things about you that you may have wrongly believed all your life. Let me tell you through my experience. So I was also born under the Abrahamic covenant. So it is the very reason that I am here and doing what I do, because of that obligation. It is something the Lord have said to me before. It is an obligation that I was chosen to do this. So it is an obligation I have to the covenant of my inheritance. So God is so good. Glory to Him. This session will be a short one. So now we will have a look at what Genesis 25 is talking about. So this teaching today, or just a discussion today, will be talking about that very things. What is the value of the covenant? In Genesis, book of Genesis 25, tells us that after Sarah died, Abraham took another wife and had more children. This chapter also tells us about his death and burial ground, where is his tomb. A brief list of Israel's descendants is given, and then the chapter focuses on the story of the birth of Esau and Jacob, his brother. They were actually twin sons of Isaac and Rebekah. They were actually twin. The story of Esau and Jacob raises important questions that each of us should ask ourselves. How do I feel about being born with the Abrahamic covenants as my inheritance? How much do I value the covenant? In the culture of this time period, the firstborn son received a birthright which include the right to preside in the family and double portion of his father's good, and land when his father died. So pretty much the birthright to all the treasures go to the firstborn, right? So the firstborn son then could take care of the rest of the family. That is their obligation, including his father's wisdom. The revelation Rebecca received concerning her two sons probably prepared her to understand that this tradition would not necessarily apply in their family. Now, Rebecca had a revelation about this. She foreseen this from coming. That's the mother of the twin boys. Receiving the birthright of the covenant did not come because of the birth order, but because of the righteousness. The story in Genesis 25, 29 to 34 can help us see why Rebecca was told to expect the younger to receive the birthright. Now, if you have Bible at hand, turn to book Genesis, verse 25, 29 to 34. Esau sold his birthright for some bread and lentil stew because he went out hunting. He's a great hunter. He came back. He was hungry, right? I will now read the verse with you. In Genesis 25, 29 to 34, the verse said, once when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau came in from open country, famished. He said to Jacob, quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished. Jacob replied, first, sell me your birthright. Look, I am about to die, Esau said. What good is the birthright to me? But Jacob said, swear to me first. So he swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some lentil stew. He ate and drank and then got up and left. So Esau was the first son. Birthright was his, but he was actually despised his birthright. Boom, just like that. He left his birthright behind with a full belly. He sold his birthright to his twin brother for a bowl of stew and some bread. Now, some people criticize Jacob for taking advantage of his brother. However, we do not know the whole story, as I'm assuming. The story does not show what little value Esau placed on the birthright and the blessing of being the firstborn son in the covenant line of Abraham, and shows that Jacob desired those blessings. How he seeks it, he wants it. So he got it. Well done. So how did it happen, and how does it happen today? How does it relate? Esau traded away something that would be of great value to him in the future, his birthright, for something of little value that could be obtained right away. He was so hungry. He's starving. He wants food. So he sold his birthright to have a full belly. See, that was to satisfy his hunger and an immediate appetite. He was pleased to sell his birthright for just a bowl of soup so that he's not hungry anymore. This is teaching us a great lesson. So for an example, okay, like where you see people today trading eternal opportunities and blessing for something worldly or something that's satisfied and appetite to the flesh. You see, we trade God's promise just to please, just to have an opportunity to do whatever we want in this world. We're forgetting what God have promised for us. That is a covenant for us that Jesus had done, for us on the cross. All those goodness we traded for temporal pleasure of the worldly thing. This chapter is very much relevant to that concept, I believe. So guys, it's never too late to come back to God's promise and leave the world behind. Trust me, it's not that bad. The Lord still, give us many more things than the world could. So be blessed, and that is the short audio today. And I pray that you will hear this message and come back home to the Lord. Come back to a good place and be blessed. Okay. Glories be to the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. May you be blessed richly, my spiritual family and friends. You have a lovely day. Shalom.